Hello and welcome to the discussion of philosophy. 17th and 18th century in England, we can see many philosophers and especially social reformer. They talked about the new era of politics. Among them, Jeremy Bentham was one of the most important personalities. Jeremy Bentham was an English utilitarian philosopher, jurist and social reformer. He was born 15 February 1748 in London, and he is regarded as the founder of modern utilitarianism. Now, work. He wrote many papers and many articles, but if you want to know about his book, he mainly wrote two books. A Fragment on Government, which was published in 1776, and again in 1789 he wrote another book, that is An Introduction to the Principles of Morals and Legislation. That is he defined about his new theory, that is utilitarianism. Now, his view. I'd like to start with his quotation, that is, every law is an infraction of liberty. He believed that the natural law is actually hindering our liberty. So it is sham law, it is mock law, and it should be replaced by logical law. That is his primary view. So two doctrines of Bentham. He talked about hedonism. So this hedonism, according to Jeremy Bentham, there are of two types: psychological hedonism and ethical hedonism. Aim of human action, according to him, that is psychological hedonism, is actually what? It is the aim of human action is to enjoy pleasure and prevent pain. It is completely related to action. Whereas ethical hedonism, rightness or wrongness of action is determined whether it creates pleasure or pain. He defined in two ways. Now, classification of pleasure and pain. Again, he said in one place, that is, nature has placed mankind under the governance of two sovereign monsters, that is pleasure and pain. He again said that pleasure and pain can be caused by, he believed that pleasure or pain, why they are within ourselves, that is because of some reason, why it erupts, because of some reasons. Their emotion, memories, thought and association. When we have two types of emotion, very good pleasurable emotion and also pain, and also memories, good memories, bad memories. Good memories brings pleasure, bad memories cause pain. Thought, good thought, bad thought, again they brings pleasure and pain. And association of some people, association of our friends. If they are good and positive association, if we get pleasure. If it is not, then we get pain. So again, he said that he divided them in four categories. Why? He believed that all types of pain and pleasure as sanctions. He believed that physical sanctions, moral sanctions, political sanctions and religious sanctions. If you broaden your outlook, then you can find this pleasure and pain, it creates or it comes from some social norms. So they are actually more, sometimes if it is more moral, then also it might create this pleasure and pain. And political sanction, religious fanaticism, sometimes it brings us pleasure, sometimes it brings us pain. So all these things he had discussed in his book. Now, theory of his major theory of utilitarianism. What is that? Actions are morally right if they tend to promote happiness or pleasure, and morally wrong if they tend to promote unhappiness or pain. That is our idea, and he believed it is the simple thing. Contribution. Bentham was the originator of analytical jurisprudence. As he was jurist and social reformer, and he was against of natural law, and he believed that it should be replaced by logical law. And so at the same time, he also believed that we should separate law from morality. So in this case, we can say that in England, the people believe that he is the originator of analytical jurisprudence, as he promote new thought. As he brought new thought in British jurisprudence. He defined nature and law, its purpose of nature, law and its purpose by the analytical method. As I've told you that in his book he had discussed about this law and morality and all these things. So next, criticism. Friedman defined Bentham's theory as the blend of materialism with idealism. He believed that it is a mixture of materialism and idealism, and the most important criticism what we can find, that is, pleasure and pain cannot be considered as a final criteria to test the adequacy of law. Some other people believe that where Bentham has said that only the pleasure and pain should be the test of, to be the final criteria of imposing law or preparing law, people they are opposing this view. The axiom of the greatest happiness of the greatest human in the greatest number did not have the universal approach. They believe that if you looking only for happiness and pain, it will not bring a very ubiquitous law and it will not bring justice to society. So this is all. Thank you.